Thrawn coolly presses a button on his keyboard and delves out battle commands mid-conversation.
Stop exploding, you cowards!
There is another
video.
Hello there, I'm Darren.
I'm Kat.
And welcome to The Real Sequels, the series of events that happened after Episode 6 in the books, novels, and sometimes comics in the expanded universe. Today we're opening with Chapter 6 of Chapter 6 of Dark Force Rising. So we opened Chapter 6 in space. The Chimera staring down at a New Republic bulk cruiser, old, slow, and minimally armed. Pallaoen admits to himself that if he was alone and Grand Admiral Thrawn not been on the bridge, he may have been surprised at what would come next. However, Pallaoen was not alone. Thrawn immediately recognized the likelihood of the New Republic putting such an important convoy under the protection of such a weak ship. And so, when the cargo bays of said ship burst open with 3 squadrons of A-Wing fighters, the Chimera's TIE interceptors were already launched and swarming the attack.
Hey, I'm not surprised, motherfuckers.
Thrawn notes at how interesting the tactic was. Pallaoen chimed in that converting bulk cruisers into ship carriers had not been done before to his knowledge. He thought to himself that A-Wings were even faster than those cursed X-Wings.
Those cursed X-Wings.
And that he wasn't sure how the TIE interceptors would fare against them. Thrawn then paid the A-Wings a compliment. Excellent fighters, A-Wings. As if he'd read Pallaoen's thoughts.
Are you reading my mind right now?
Ron, do you even know what a psychologist is?
However, Thrawn then states that they are much more suited to hit and fade tactics, and that keeping them near and protecting the convoy largely takes away their increased speed ability. Pallaoen notes that perhaps what they are seeing is a result of the removal of Admiral Ackbar. Remember when Ackbar was saying about how Philia would do against the Grand Admiral? This is a bit of a mistake on the New Republic's side. If they were going to launch this tactic, it should have been X-Wings, not A-Wings. So it's kind of interesting to see, here's the other side of that.
Apparently they are a far superior ship.
Well, only in some ways, and that's the thing as well. So the way that the New Republic, a lot of it works is it's all guerrilla tactics, because that's all they've ever been able to do. That's the entire rebellions kind of thing of, okay, we don't have the numbers, but what we do have are quite fast ships that are, that have heavier shielding and stuff like that there. So what we can do is we can bomb in, do a quick attack run, and then bomb out, and this is that continuation of that, Meanwhile, in the battle, the TIE interceptors were holding their own against the A-Wings, and the Chimera was having absolutely no trouble with the bulk cruiser. Pallaoen interjects saying that Ackbar's people are still in control, however, to which Thrawn says that they've been over this before. Planting a vacuum-tight collection of evidence would have finished Ackbar too quickly, and that this more subtle attack will send ripples of doubt through their whole political system, keeping them weak until Thrawn launches the Mount Tantus campaign. Thrawn noted that Ackbar is replaceable, but the delicate political system the New Republic has built for itself is not. To this, Pallaoen expressed concerns that he's unsure that the Bothan on the council can be relied upon to push things to breaking point, to which Thrawn replies and reassures Pallaoen that he definitely will. After all, he has, of course, studied the Bothan's art and has come to understand what they will do in this situation.
Yeah, I actually see Pallaoen getting quite angry in this. Especially in the book, he just gets quite frustrated with Thrawn.
Yeah.
And, before all this, I think he was kind of too scared to say anything, but at the same time, Thrawn can seem to read his every thought, so he may as well just get angry if that's what he's thinking, I guess.
That's it, yeah, no, absolutely. And we can see, Pallaoen knows how Thrawn works, and it's not that Darth Vader kind of absolute power kind of thing. It's Thrawn's willing to sit there and listen to this guy, and Thrawn probably has a bit of an exit strategy. He's all contingencies. That the thing that he's focused on is the Empire, and it's that kind of thing of, this is the guy that I'm grooming. This is the guy that might take over for me if needed. And so he's listening, he's retorting, and he's trying to get him to expand his mind, because we can see from way back in the first chapter of Heir to the Empire, Pallaoen he's fine, but he's really green and really single-minded, whereas Thrawn just keeps on trying to expand his horizons just a little bit more each time.
Yeah. If anything, Pallaoen has become a hot potato. Sorry. Sorry. I'm not sorry.
Thrawn coolly presses a button on his keyboard and delves out battle commands mid-conversation.
Stop exploding, you cowards!
Pallaoen is uncomfortable with the whole situation, and without Pallaoen speaking or Thrawn asking, Thrawn reassures the captain that the wasted political efforts are already taking effect, and that Solo has gone to the Pallaoen system to find evidence for Akbar, which is why the Death's Head is heading there now, one of the best Star Destroyers in the Imperial fleet. Thrawn notes that he hopes it will be up to the task, as Solo has proven hard to trap. Thrawn also lays out that he believes Skywalker to be heading to Jomark. This takes Pallaoen by surprise, as there's been no intelligence that indicated that, from Pallaoen's sources anyway. Thrawn outlines that this has come from Delta Source, Thrawn's own personal source of information from within the New Republic. Pallaoen then says he's sure Sabaoth will be happy to hear that, trying to mask his contempt and anger for the former Jedi Master, due to him breaking and bending the rules to the point of treason. This leads to a heated debate where Thrawn explains that Sabaoth is to be treated as a useful weapon that must be used, and if that means breaking the rules, so be it, and that if Sabaoth betrays them, Thrawn will stop him. Thrawn sees him as no threat to the Empire. And Pallaoen then changes the subject to Leia, to which Thrawn says that to tell Sabaoth that he's giving the Nogri one last chance to capture her, to which Pallaoen asks if Thrawn is calling a convocate of Nogri commandos. Thrawn retorts, however, that no, it's gone beyond that now, and for Pallaoen to set a course for the Honogr system. It's time for the populace to remember who they serve. Thrawn tells Captain Pallaoen to keep the pressure on Talon Karrde. He will eventually pop up, and when he does, he must be captured. If anyone in the galaxy knows about the location of the unused capital ships, it will be Karrde. The final scene is of Sabaoth awakening suddenly, his black-edged dreams giving way to the sudden realization that someone was approaching. He reaches out with the Force, though it's hard and painful. Along the road, as a lone man rides a Cretan thumper towards his castle, most likely a messenger carrying a trivial matter for the town's new master, something they feel he should be concerned with. Sabaoth reflects on the word master, how he had been content with ruling his people on Wayland. He had been a master. His thoughts then fall to the disrespect of the Imperials who called him master but didn't mean it, even though he's done the impossible right in front of their eyes. Finally, he reflects on his new prospect, Luke Skywalker, and how it will be the most subtle challenge of his life to twist him to his will. So that's cool. We kind of see this, all the routes that are happening. So Solo and Luke are going to head to the Pallaoen system, get some paninis, and meet the Death's Head, which does not sound like a nice ship. And then we know that Leia's heading to Honogr, the same as Thrawn. So that's going to be an interesting see how that unfolds. And then they're still chasing after Talon Karrde, who holds all the cards. And then also the question of who is this Delta Source. Well, that's about all we've got time for this video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and leave us a wee comment if you had a good time. And check out some videos at the end of this one. I'll see you all next time. Bye!
Bye!